Good day, everyone, and to our instructor, Sir Ariel Cubilla, sir. Welcome to MAED 202, School Laws and Policies. My assigned topic is Republic Act 7836, also known as the Teachers Professionalization Act of 1994. Republic Act number 7836 is a law in the Philippines that aims to promote and improve the quality of education by professionalizing the teaching profession. The law sets minimum qualifications and standards for the practice of teaching and provides for the creation of the Professional Regulation Commission or the PRC and the Board of Professional Teachers to oversee the licensing and registration of teachers. The Teachers Professionalization Act of 1994 is considered a landmark legislation in the Philippines, as it seeks to improve the quality of education by professionalizing the teaching profession and ensuring that only qualified and competent individuals are allowed to teach in the country's school. Article 1 of Republic Act 7836 is all about the title of the act. Included in there are the statement of policy, objectives, and definition of terms. The short title of the law is the Philippine Teachers Professionalization Act of 1994. The statement of policy in this act declares that it is the policy of the state to promote and improve the quality of basic education in the Philippines by improving the quality of the teaching profession. Article 1, Section 3 is all about the objectives. One of the objectives of this act is to promote, develop, and professionalize the teaching profession in the Philippines. By promoting and professionalizing the teaching profession, Republic Act 7836 aims to provide the quality of basic education in the country. The ultimate goal or objective of this act is to elevate the status of teaching profession and recognize the important role that teachers play in shaping the future of our country. Another objective is the supervision and regulation of the licensure examination. Under Republic Act 7836, the Board of Professional Teachers is established to supervise and regulate the licensure examination of professional teachers. The supervision and regulation of the licensure examination is the key objective of Republic Act 7836 in professionalizing the teaching profession in the Philippines. Article 1, Section 4 is the definition of terms. The definition of terms included in Article 1 of Republic Act 7836 provides the specific meanings of terms used throughout the law. Some of these terms are the word teaching, teacher, board, and commission. Section 5 of Article 2 is all about the creation and composition of the board. The Board of Professional Teachers is a collegial body under general supervision and administration control of the Professional Regulation Commission or the PRC, which is composed of a chairman and 4 members, who are appointed by the President of the Philippines upon recommendation of the Commission on Higher Education. The board's role is crucial in maintaining the quality of teaching profession in the Philippines and promoting the professionalization of teaching as a career. The Board of Professional Teachers is tasked with several duties and functions. Some of these includes promulgate, administer, and enforce rules and regulations necessary for carrying out the provision of this act. Determine and fix the frequency, dates, and places of examination. Appoint supervisors, proctors, and other personnel as needed. Issue, suspends, and revoke the certificate of registration for the practice of the teaching profession. Prescribe and collect examination and other fees as it may deem properly. Prescribed or adopt a code of ethical and professional standards for practice of teaching profession. Administer oaths in connection with the administration of this act. Supervise and regulate the registration, licensure, and practice of professional teachers in the Philippines. Adopt an official seal of the board. Look into the conditions affecting the practice of teaching profession. Ensure that all educational institutions offering elementary and secondary education comply with the essential requirements for curricula, faculty, facilities of elementary and secondary level. Investigates such violation of this act, the rules, and the code of ethical and professional standards for professional teachers. Discharge such other powers, duties, and functions as the board may deem necessary for the practice of the teaching profession and upgrading, enhancement, development, and growth of education in the Philippines. Overall, the duty and function of the Board of Professional Teachers under Republic Act 7836 are aimed at promoting and professionalizing the teaching profession in the Philippines, as well as ensuring that only qualified and competent individuals are allowed to enter the profession. Article 2, Section 7 is the term of office. The member of the board shall hold office for a term of 3 years. One member shall serve for 1 year, one member for 2 years, the chairman, vice chairman, and other member for 3 years. The term of office of the board members is an important aspect of the board's governance structure and helps to ensure that the board operates effectively and efficiently in carrying out its duty and responsibilities. Article 2, Section 8 is the qualification of board members. Each board member must at the time of his appointment be a citizen and resident of the Philippines, at least 35 years of age, a holder of degree of Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science in Education, and preferably a holder of Master's and Doctorate degree in Education. A professional teacher with a valid certificate and valid professional license. Has been a professional teacher in the active practice of teaching profession for at least 10 years. And not an official or member of a faculty of nor have pecuniary interest in any university, college, school, or institution conferring a bachelor degree in education or equivalent for 3 years prior to his appointment, and neither connected with a review center. The qualification of the members of the Board of Professional Teachers under Republic Act 7836 are designed to ensure that the board operates effectively and efficiently in carrying out the important function related to the regulation and professionalization of the teaching profession in the Philippines. Article 2, Section 9 is about the compensation of the board. The chairman, vice chairman, and members of the board shall receive compensation comparable to the compensation received by existing regulatory boards under PRC. It is important to note that the compensation of the board members is intended to recognize their services and contribution to the regulation. At the same time, the compensation is subject to the principles of transparency, accountability, and efficiency in the use of public funds, as mandated by the law. Article 2, Section 10 is the supervision of the board and custodian of its record. The board shall be under the supervision and control of the Commission, which is the Professional Regulatory Commission, or the PRC. Article 2, Section 11, Secretariat and Support Services. The Professional Regulation Commission, through its chairman, shall provide the Secretariat and other support services to implement effectively the provision of this Act. The Secretary and other support staff, such as administrative assistants, clerks, and researchers, plays an important role in supporting the work of the board and ensuring that it operates effectively and efficiently in carrying out its function and responsibilities. Article 2, Section 12 is the removal of the board member. The chairman or any member of the board may be removed by the President of the Philippines upon recommendation of the Commission if they commit violations. The removal of the board members is subject to due process and must be based on substantial evidence. The board member who is subject of the removal proceedings must be given the opportunity to defend himself or herself and to be heard before the board. Article 3, Section 13 is the examination, registration, and license required. All applicants of registration as professional teachers shall be qualified to undergo a written examination which shall be given at least once a year in such places and dates by the Board of Commission. Passing the licensure examination is a requirement for those who wish to practice the teaching profession in the Philippines. Article 3, Section 14 is the scope of examination. The law requires that all applicants for teaching position must pass the licensure examination for teachers or the LET before they can qualify to teach in any public or private educational institution in our country. The examination for teachers in elementary level shall consist of two parts, the professional education and general education, while examination for secondary level consists of three parts, the professional education, general education, and the field of specialization. Article 3, Section 15 is the qualification requirements of the applicant. The following are qualification requirements for individuals who wish to take the licensure examination for teachers: a citizen of the Philippines or alien whose country has reciprocity with the Philippines, at least 18 years of age, in good health and good reputation with high moral values, has not been convicted with final judgment by a court or an offense involving moral turpitude, and a graduate of a school, college, or university recognized by the government. Article 3, Section 16. Report of the result of the examination. After taking the examination for professional teachers administered by the PRC, the board shall within 120 days report the ratings obtained by each candidate to the PRC for approval and appropriate action. LET passers will be issued certificate of registration and a professional card by the PRC, bearing the full name of the registrant with the serial number and date of issuance, signed by the chairman of the commission and the vice chairman with the members of the board. Article 3, Section 18. All individuals who pass the licensure examination for teachers must take an oath before they can practice as professional teachers in the Philippines. Section 19. Periodic merit examination for teachers. Teachers must take an oral or written examination at least once in 5 years as basis for merit promotion. The purpose of the merit examination is to assess the professional competence and qualification of teachers and to ensure that they meet the standards set by the government. The merit or teachers who pass the merit examination will be awarded with a certificate that can be used as basis for salary adjustment, promotions, and other career advancement opportunities. Section 20. Failure to pass the merit exam. The teacher fails to pass the merit exam, he or she shall be allowed to take the examination for second time, and if she fails, then she will undergo a refresher course or program before they allowed to retake the examinees. Article 3, Section 21, Incentive. Teachers who pass the merit exam shall be awarded with diploma, earn merit points, be placed in the priority list of government scholarship, and enjoy other benefits. Section 22, Integration of the teaching profession. Under the law, the PRC is tasked with establishing the Integrated Professional Organization or the IPO for teachers in the Philippines. The IPO serves as the representative organization of all professional teachers in the country and is responsible for promoting the welfare and professional interest of its member. Article 3, Section 23. The revocation of certificate of recognition, suspension from the practice of teaching profession, or cancellation of temporary or special permit aims to uphold the standards of the teaching profession, protect the welfare of the students, and maintain the integrity of education system in the Philippines. Thus, as license holder, he must maintain his stand as professional. Article 3, Section 24. The registration of reciprocity provides foreign teachers with an opportunity to contribute to the development of the Philippine education system, provided that these foreign teachers meet the standards set by the Philippine government and they comply with the requirements for practicing their profession in the country. Section 25. Roster of Professional Teachers. The roster of professional teachers serves as the record of all registered and licensed professional teachers in the country. This is a public document that can be accessed by anyone who wishes to verify the status of a professional teacher in the Philippines. Article 3, Section 26. No person shall engage in teaching or act as professional teacher without valid professional license. However, there are exemptions, like teachers who have been teaching in the same field for 10 years, teachers who are engaged in teaching in college or university and have at least master's degree in the subject, and teachers who are licensed and registered as professional in fields other than education. The exemption of these registration and licensure requirements is subject for approval in the Department of Education. Article 4, Section 27. Inhibition against the practice of teaching profession. The inhibition against the practice of teaching profession are meant to ensure that the teaching profession in the Philippines is practiced only by qualified and licensed professionals who uphold the highest standards of professionalism and ethics. Article 4, Section 28, Penal Provision. Anybody who will violate the law will be punished with a fine or imprisonment. Article 4, Section 29. The appropriations are meant to support the implementation of the law and the programs and activities of Professional Regulation Commission and the Department of Education. Section 30. The Board shall formulate and adopt the necessary guidelines for the effective implementation of the provisions of this Act within 60 days of its approval. Section 31. All incumbent teachers in both public and private sector not otherwise certified as professional teachers by virtue of this Act shall be given 5 years. During this 5 years period, existing teachers are required to obtain the Certificate of Eligibility for Teachers from the PRC, which will be issued to those who have passed the licensure examinations for teachers. Teachers who already hold master's degree in education or its equivalent will be exempted from taking the LET. Article 4, Section 32. Separability Clause. The separability clause ensures that if any provision of the law is found to be invalid, the rest of the law, including the provision related to the professionalization of teachers and regulation of the teaching profession, will remain in effect. Section 33, Repealing Clause. This clause ensures that any existing laws, decrees, orders, rules, and regulations that are inconsistent with the provision of Republic Act 7836 are repealed or modified accordingly. Section 34. Effectivity Clause. This act shall take effect after 15 days following its complete publication in the Official Gazette or in 2 newspapers of general circulation. Overall, the Teachers Professionalization Act of 1994 is an important piece of legislation in the Philippines, as it seeks to promote and enhance the quality of education by ensuring that only qualified and competent individuals are allowed to practice teaching in the country. Thank you for listening and hope you gain some knowledge. God bless.